Texas and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. And the Ducks will put it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him?
Cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Oregon Ducks offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Bought a little time. Lets it go. They're working that left side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Looking to pass. It's Lanier. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Longhorns offense will go to work for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and pulling this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. Hauls it in. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch along the sideline and steps out of bounds.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Open space at the 25. just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Touchdown, Texas! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? You see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Working that left side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Lanier. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They believe they can run right here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Oh, what a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking to throw, it's Lanier. That's reeled in, it's Irving. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Kansas is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by 11 to BYU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Miranda. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking downfield, it's Lanier. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's White. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Blasted as he lets it go. Finds a tight end. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass. Punts it out of the air. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a...
Touchdown, Ducks! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
With the catch, it's Washington. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. And some room to work. It's a single. Touchdown, Longhorns! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it. So a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Ducks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They think there's room to run to the right here. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Creates a little space.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finds the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll leave it with him. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the right. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And Now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Back to throw, it's Lanier. Pocket breaking down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Ducks will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring goal.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Looking for a man. It's Lanier. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Handoff to the lone back. Got the first down and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Bring in the heat. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Looking to throw, it's Lanier. Got his man quickly. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Ducks line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Texas offense. They'll run it from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback Reese has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air. It's Lanier. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Rides the back on the option. The give. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Rides to back and leaves it. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty, and they're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop in the running back spot.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Oh, it's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
On the move from inside his 5. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
Here's the pressure. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a 3rd and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on 3rd down.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got an open man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. He's going to take off.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
To the air, it's Lanier. Under fire. The short hands, it's Urban. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. They'll go to the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the back. There he goes. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Connection to the right. Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Looking to fire. They get to him as he throws. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
He goes out of bounds just short of the first down marker, and the defense gets a stop. Leaves it with the back. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. They'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Fighting off the defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Unloads to the wideout. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun. Give on the inside. And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Quarterback empties his backfield. To throw, it's Lanier. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much. So
he tries to take the top off. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Fires to the middle. Got his man on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice game. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw again. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Extending the play. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. He caught it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking for a man. It's Lanier. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
There we go. There's step one. There's a lot of things that needs to happen for this offense, but they started with the touchdown. Time's ticking out. We got to go for 2 here. Cut this to 8, where we maybe can get another score and get that 2-point conversion to tie it.
Now adjusting. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding.